Hey beauties, welcome back to my channel and welcome to 2020. In today's video, I'm just going to be talking about my 2019, what happened to me. 2019 was a great year and so much, like a lot of things really happened during 2019. Those are the things that I'm going to be highlighting in this video. The number one thing is that I got engaged. I was engaged in 2019. That was either April or May. Like I think April. I can't really remember the month, but I know it's either April or late April or early May. That is when I got engaged by the love of my life, which some of you must have seen somewhere, either on this channel or on my Instagram page. Yes, I got engaged, and after the engagement, I knew that I had a marriage to plan, and a lot of things just started happening during that period, because it was after the engagement that a lot of traveling started. I traveled a lot this past year. Like I did not travel outside the country. I was just traveling within Nigeria. That is what I was basically doing with my husband. We're just traveling within Nigeria. And then in June 2019, I started my business. Some of you know that I have my own skincare line by now, but I've not really come on here to talk about it. That is because I'm still waiting to put some things in place, like the website, but I've been selling on my Instagram page, and I actually started in June 2019. I started the skincare line after studying. I actually studied for 1 year before I started producing my own product. And yes, I am glad that I don't make bleaching products. I am fair, and so many people think that the products I'll be making are just gonna be whitening product, and they just want, okay, I want to look like you, give me the product that will make me look like you. No, if you're not fair before, you can't look like me. But if you were fair before, then I have a product that you can use to achieve my complexion without damaging your skin. So that is another thing that happened. And you know, so many things comes with business. You have a lot of things to plan, a lot of things to do. You have a lot of studying, like late night studying, one-on-one classes, and a lot really happened. Sourcing for ingredients, sourcing for packaging containers, and every single thing that has to do with business. So those are the things that I really did in the early part of that is the second quarter of 2019, after I started my business. And then the third one is marriage. I got married in December 2019. Okay, remember I said I was engaged in April, and then from then we had a lot of moving around to do. We were traveling, I had to go to my husband's village to know his people, see his people. We went to see relatives, you know, this Nigerian thing, uncle, I'm getting married. This is wine. I have brought you a wine, you know, an invitation card, come for my marriage. You know, we did all of that. We visited lots, like so many people. I was tired at this point, but it's something that we had to do, and it's something that we just had to do once and for all. So we traveled, we just traveled to see people at different places, different states, like going to get from Abuja to Port Harcourt, Abuja to Calabar to Port Harcourt, then back. And then that period, we also traveled to Lagos. You know, we did a lot of things. There were a lot of activities in between. I'm happy we did all of this. I'm not regretting any of them, because those are like the necessary steps you need to take before you get married in Nigeria. I don't know about other places, but in Nigeria, you know, you need to do all those things. So we did it. And then the introduction came just close to the marriage period, like a week two. My dad wanted it to be a week two. He did not want a situation whereby we will do the introduction, because according to tradition, the introduction is the main marriage. The other one is just celebration ceremonies that people have to do. So my dad did not want a situation whereby after the introduction, maybe we will have to wait like for some month, like 3-4 months before doing the actual marriage. So it was just like, okay, you know what, I want people to wait and do it a week to the marriage. And that was exactly what we did. Although it was stressful, but at the end of the day, it was okay. I wish we did it earlier, like a few months, so like during those periods that we were busy traveling. I wish we did it then, because it would have made the load lighter. But we still did it a week too, and then it was a success. Yeah, it was a success. And then December was the traditional marriage. First week of December, traditional marriage, and in my place, Ikotekmene, Akwa Ibom State. And then the wedding was like 2 days later, was the wedding in Calabar, and everything went on perfectly, like fine. Although, you know, there are like some itches in when during marriages, you know, and weddings, and there are so many things I wish I had done differently. Like if I am asked to plan this the marriage all over again, like there are so many things that I want to handle by myself, and I want to see to the end. For example, photography. I didn't handle the photography, my husband did, and up till now I've not gotten my pictures. Like that is why you've not seen my pictures on the internet, because I've not gotten my pictures. The guy has been giving one sort of complaint or the other, but I know at the end we'll still get our pictures, and at the end of the day we are married. And I know pictures means a lot to me, and I'm just trying to keep my calm. I don't want to be like, I have a lot to do, I have to concentrate in this 2020, so I don't want to like have a lot of distraction or so many things distracting me at this point. And then the next thing the next thing that happened is that I had to move to my husband's house. Prior to this, we were living in the same city, which is Abuja, and I used to visit him every other week. Like I did not used to come here every week, but he usually visits me like almost every day. But I did not used to visit him like so often. But so after the marriage, I had to move down here to my husband's house, and then it was a lot. Like adjusting wasn't easy for me at all. Like adjusting from moving from my home to his place was not easy for me. It took me over a month for me to finish packing my things from my house. I was always going, like the former house, I was always going there to get like a few things. When I need a few clothes, I'll rush down, I'll go and get it, go and bring some things. And I could not just like really bring down everything. And I was regretting. I wish I knew. If I knew that this thing was going to be this difficult for me to do, I would have packed my things to his place before we went back home for the marriage, because that would have been the easiest thing to do. So coming back from the marriage stress and having to move my things down to this place was like a whole lot. It was a whole lot, which I couldn't do. Like I said, it took me over a month before I could finally get every single thing I needed out of the house to this place. So like, and I got everything. I successfully moved out completely this year, and yeah, it's been wonderful so far. 2019 was such a great year. Yes, it was a great year. So the year that so many beautiful things happened to me, and then 2020 is also going to be a continuation of the year that so many beautiful things happened to me. And I know like so many other things happened along the way, which I must have maybe I've forgotten to mention, but that doesn't mean that maybe those things were not important, but these were the most important things that happened that I can remember and I won't forget in a hurry, that happened to me in year 2019. So this was quite a very short video. I hope you've enjoyed this video. If you did, let me know in the comments below, and let me know the things that happened to you in 2019. 2020 is a great year, although some setbacks. I've gotten some setbacks already in the first 2 weeks of 2020, but I'm not going to let that to shake me. I'm going to stand strong. I'm not going to use that as a yardstick I'm not going to use that to give up on my dream. I'm going to push further. I'm going to keep pushing, because I know that I have a lot to achieve this year. Let me know if you like the quality of my video, and if you want to see more videos like this, you can suggest like video topics down below, so that I will know the type of videos you want to see from me. I'm also kind of switching the content here on this channel. I'm going to be making a lot of I'm going to be making videos about skincare. I'm still going to make videos about skincare. I'm also going to be giving you live updates, what is happening with me. Come sit down, chat with you, talk to you, and get to hear from you as well. So this year 2020, what we are going to be having on this channel is a two-way conversation. I'm not just going to be talking here alone and then close chapter, I'm off, and you watch the video, you're off. No, this year we are going to actually sit down and gist and talk and discuss. So that is the goal for 2020, and I hope you'll be here to talk with me as well, because I love talking once my mood and my spirit is activated into the talking mode. Yes. We are going to keep it going. So I'm going to be doing a lot more of a chit chat here, and just let me know if you like the content. Thank you for watching this video up to this point. If you've not subscribed, subscribe, share this video with your friends. I'm going to see you in my next video. Bye.